The first thing I thought when I woke up today was, man, I did not do a video yesterday. I wanted to wait till I got my hair cut. It was a late appointment. Didn't get back till 9 p.m. Is the drive, and I just passed out. I've had my sleep schedule's been off. I keep waking up at like 3:30, 4, sometimes for like weeks. I'm open about having an ileostomy. It is what it is. I'm older now. This stuff is not as big of a deal, luckily. Where it's like, if I was to have like an issue in public, when I first got it when I was like 20 or something, that would be such a big deal. Now I'm like, what are you gonna do? At the end of the day, these things are not big deals, right? We shouldn't have to feel shame about things that are not shameful. You should feel things about things that are shameful and fix it, but not about things that aren't. Yeah, just to go into that a little bit, this stoma is more like, so to get, I had a 3-part surgery to construct what's called a J pouch, which is an artificial colon. And so the first one, you get a stoma. That was for the first time I ever had one. Then the second time you get a new stoma. And this stoma I have now to remove the fistula that apparently was attached to it for 4 years, despite them not figuring out that underlying problem and despite not having any symptoms until about a year ago. I digress. It's just ridiculous. Thankfully, figured things out, but it's just like, come on, man. Things were. Most people with Crohn's end up having, they won't even do a J pouch on you, because it fails. But mine didn't fail. It just had this physical issue. It's just so frustrating, and of course, that physical issue created a domino effect where I was in good health. I had run through a functional medicine program. I had found supplementation and diet that worked. This was pre-carnivore. And then I started getting these infections, and my health, of course, just plummeted. And now my gut is just, I would wager I have one of the worst guts out there, It reflects for the kids, right? Seriously. Like, the fact that I had, like, one of the worst cases of Crohn's documented within the, they said the top 20 in my age group within 5 years at Emory in Atlanta. That was a mini case study for that. And so the fact that I have that, and then I had to be on antibiotics for 4 years, that's what I'm saying. If my gut can heal, I mean, I would presume this stuff would work on the vast majority of people, okay? So, in this video, I kind of wanted to delve into the past a bit. I already have, because things have been crazy, as they always are. You just can't make these things up. It would be it'd be fun if it hadn't gone on for so long. Like, I can do a bit of a dance with the devil, that's for sure. You can learn some things from it. But this has gone on for so long. It's drained everything. And to be frank, one of the things I'm actually happy about when I'm doing this benzo taper is getting my anger back. I hadn't even really realized I lost it. And of course, I have like spurts of intense anger. Mainly I was induced by prednisone. I was on that. I have spurts of anger. But still, but what I'm saying is I feel like a healthy kind of anger, like let's go get him type of anger. Like I'm so mad that because of the poisons and fake food put through our society purposely. I'm not necessarily saying to some like conspiratorial plot, but you know how bad this stuff is for people, and know how addictive it is, and they know that it's about profit. That's the simplest answer. But where was I? Yeah, but I have this righteous anger which I need because every day I feel like I'm losing my mind. Every day, halfway through the day, I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I want to go crazy. I don't want to be around anyone because I don't want anyone to see me like this, which is just par for the course. And I'm just like, I have to deal with this every day. Like, man, I hope by the end of this week it's a little better at least. That would be motivating. But as I said in the last video, every day is gonna be a very, very difficult. But yeah, so the string of events is real quickly last year had surgery, fixed a fistula, removed my J pouch, which is a very intense surgery. May I flared really bad. Worried my father, it's only family member that tends to care, to be frank. I shouldn't have said that. Forget that. But he came down because they're like, this guy, he might die. Like, we're throw everything at him. He is not getting better. Like, we're just gonna do a Hail Mary and open him up and remove a ton of his intestine type stuff. Literally made me like a crib. Like, it's really bad. So then, since the underlying problem was gone, and since I had used phage therapy to get rid of a biofilm in my bladder, multiple biofilms that developed from all these infections, as bacteria tends to do, I tried a biologic and it failed, and then my inflammation was so extreme again, I literally couldn't hear out of both ears. My eardrums were inflamed, right? So I literally go on 40 milligram prednisone for a week, 5 days. I'm like, oh my God, the symptoms are still here. So I just go to 60, and that gets rid of the hearing issue, because I'm like, I like to not lose my hearing, first and foremost. Secondly, I need to get this inflammation down by any means so I don't end up back at the hospital for a repeat. So I ran that, and it created a lot of problems, as you might imagine. Typically 40 milligrams is the highest dose, 60 is the absolute highest they will give you orally. And went through a 2-month doing that, tapering it, but being on very high doses for quite some time. And so during this time, I was still having severe stomach pain, and I'm like, I have these prednisone side effects where I'm really going insane. And that's when I started really using opiates for the pain and to dissipate some of the effects of the prednisone, to be frank. But I was gonna do it without it. I had actually when the stomach pain had spiked, and then it went away for like a week. So I'm like, all right, I want to get off of this, and I went off the opiates. And after withdrawing, the stomach pain came back. I waited some time, still was strong as ever. I'm like, gotta go back on opiates even though I went to withdrawal. But now my tolerance is just through the moon. So I'm working on tapering that. God, I know this is a lot. This is why it's just, I don't know. It's like, it's just hard to even communicate with people and stuff because it's just too bizarre. I wouldn't believe it. I mean, it just doesn't make any, it's just, Sounds like I'm rambling like a crazy person, but this is what happened with it. So, that also kind of like increased my benzo dose, which was a bad thing, and like this is some part of the problem with the benzo. Like once you get on it, well, I won't. I'll save that for another time. But yeah, point is I'm loaded now. Got through all of that. Got much more stable, but like I said, the biggest problem is I noticed there's this granulation in my bladder. So now I'm like have to deal with this other extremely difficult problem to get rid of, and I've unfortunately had to use things like antibiotics and stuff as preventative. So that's been impaired the healing process because I just haven't been able to do strict carnivore. So this is the best it's been, and I'm hoping that, well, first all the official is gone. I mean, still see like bubbles in my urine sometimes, and it freaks me out. Oh, dozens, but all I know is it got so much better after the surgery. So, and really haven't had urinary tract infections, but you know, I'm on multiple preventatives. Hiprex, which is a antiseptic, is actually quite easy on the stomach. It's a really only pharmaceutical. I'm on Fomax too. Well, I need to take it more consistently. I like never do. It's annoying. It causes stupid little sexual problems. But that helps some. And lactobacillus probiotics have been shown to be effective as a preventative. Allicin, very strong preventative. And then the E. coli probiotic, which I had heard about, and then when I was in Tbilisi, Georgia, the doctor said that's a quality probiotic, and even though it's illegal in the U.S. for dumb reasons, what's legal and illegal doesn't make very much sense, but you can just easily get it on Amazon. So, not that I did that, you know, I would never do anything illegal. I just do every single thing that I'm told, because that's the way to have a thriving life. You know, corn is okay, both regular corn and all the replacement you have to use the word for, and you know, all this stuff. You know, it's everything they tell you is retarded. Okay, everything. Just do the opposite of what everyone tells you to do. You'll probably be good. Just be like George in that Seinfeld episode. I love that episode. But yeah, so that's where I've been at. It's been a very frustrating, tedious process, and I'm still in the limbo stages, and I can't even post a video every day apparently. But I am fighting every day. The main battle, besides of course staying on the carnivore and avoiding any type of potential irritants, including antibiotics, which really send me back, is you know, after substances. So I'm just every day's a battle. I wish I could go back in time and never take them, but again, it's much easier said than done. It was, once they told me, my own doctor was telling me there's no hope with this UTI type of thing, I kind of lost my marbles. or more like fully lost my damn mind. So it actually helped me not be crazy, and but now I'm having to take the ramifications. I'm in a much better state to take this these negative symptoms, and now they're caused um, more by the withdrawal of the substance rather than what's going on. If I could just so I'm tapering that and opiates. It's amazing. I just love being a poly drug user. To go is a great life, but if I keep moving forward, it actually will be a great life. I will be thriving, and like I said, I'm getting angry about this stuff, and that makes me want to help other people, and it makes me want to stop being a burden on those around me. And the only way to do that is to get off these substances and get better with my Crohn's. And my Crohn's is slowly getting better. I'm putting on weight. I've avoided the hospital for some time. So, long video, I know, but I have to try to explain this stuff. And I will see you tomorrow for sure this time. 90% sure. Much love.